What if the most powerful way to protect your brain wasn't a pill, a supplement, or some expensive medical procedure, but simply how you sleep? Sound crazy, right? But here's the shocker. Your sleep position might be the missing link between a sharp mind and early dementia. While most people obsess over diets and puzzles to stay sharp, few realize that the brain has its own cleaning system, and it only switches on while you sleep. And not just any kind of sleep. New studies reveal that sleeping on your back, the most common position, is actually the worst for brain detox. Even worse, it may quietly accelerate memory loss, cognitive decline, and even the buildup of beta-amyloid, the same protein tied to Alzheimer's disease. But there's one position almost nobody talks about that could completely change the game. In this video, you're about to discover something that most doctors never even mention. It's simple, it's free, and it might just be the smartest health shift you make all year. Ready to find out how a tiny sleep tweak could mean a lifetime of sharper memory and protection from neurological decline? Imagine a world where every 3 seconds, someone loses a part of who they are. That's not science fiction. It's the grim reality of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Over 55 million people globally are already affected, and the numbers keep climbing. It's not just age anymore. Our modern lifestyle, packed with stress, sleep deprivation, and toxic overload, is silently dismantling our neurological health faster than we ever expected. Now think about this. Your brain has its own waste disposal system, the glymphatic system. But guess what? When we don't sleep right or we burn out from daily pressures, this brain detoxification network just shuts down. And when that happens, beta-amyloid proteins, the nasty culprits behind cognitive decline, start building up like traffic on a Monday morning. That's when memory loss moves from "what did I leave my keys" to "what's my daughter's name again?" This explosion in neurological diseases isn't just bad luck. It's a reflection of how far we've drifted from our natural rhythms. Poor sleep position, relentless digital noise, processed food, each of these chips away at the brain's resilience. If this sounds like something that could affect someone you love, or even you, it's because it absolutely could. And here's the wild part. Sometimes it all starts with something as small as the way you sleep. Want to keep diving deeper into this hidden world of brain health? Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because what comes next might just flip your understanding of memory loss upside down. We all forget things sometimes, where we parked the car, a friend's birthday, or even why we walked into a room. That's just normal memory loss, the kind that comes with a busy brain juggling too much. But dementia? That's a whole different story. It's when forgetfulness turns into something deeper, like forgetting familiar faces or how to do everyday tasks. It's not aging. It's a sign of something more serious, like Alzheimer's disease. One of the early red flags of cognitive decline is difficulty learning new information, even simple things. Unlike everyday slips, dementia brings changes in personality, behavior, and the ability to make decisions. This isn't just about losing keys, it's about losing your sense of self. And while the symptoms may begin subtly, they progress silently, undermining neurological health bit by bit. What's truly alarming is how often these signs are dismissed as just getting older. But the body leaves clues, especially the brain. The glymphatic system, responsible for brain detoxification, plays a massive role here. If it's not functioning well, due to poor sleep or wrong sleep position, beta-amyloid builds up and accelerates decline. And that leads us to a deeper question. What's actually stressing our brains so much in the first place? Polluted air and high-pressure routines, and you've got the perfect storm for neurological disaster. Stress isn't just a mental thing. It triggers inflammation, hormonal chaos, and even damages the glymphatic system. And with that, brain detoxification slows, beta-amyloid accumulates, and cognitive decline sneaks in. Even more troubling, studies suggest a link between chronic stress and faster brain aging. It's as if our brains are burning out decades before they should. Combine that with sedentary behavior, low-quality sleep, and environmental toxins, and you've got a recipe for memory loss. Alzheimer's disease doesn't start overnight. It brews quietly in this lifestyle mess we normalize. And let's not forget COVID-19's long tail. Many report lingering brain fog and memory issues months after recovery. That's not coincidence. That's impaired neurological health. If we're not actively protecting our brains now, we're walking toward dementia with our eyes wide shut. But there's one process that could be our hidden defense, and it only works while we sleep. Every night, while you sleep, something remarkable happens. Your brain goes through a cleansing ritual. The glymphatic system, discovered only in 2012, kicks in and flushes out metabolic waste, including beta-amyloid proteins. But here's the twist. It only works while you're asleep. No sleep, no detox. Imagine your brain as a city with garbage trucks that only operate at night, miss the schedule, and waste piles up fast. This is where things get serious. Without deep sleep, the glymphatic system can't perform its function, allowing toxins to build and damage brain cells. Over time, this contributes to memory loss, cognitive decline, and, yes, dementia and Alzheimer's disease. People chasing productivity by cutting sleep are unknowingly sabotaging their own neurological health. We've been sold a lie that sleep is a luxury or a sign of laziness. But for your brain, it's a non-negotiable reset button. It's not just about feeling refreshed, it's about survival, clarity, and long-term cognition. But now comes the even more surprising part. Not all sleep is created equal. The position you sleep in may actually make all the difference. Turns out, the way you sleep matters just as much as getting enough of it. Research shows that sleeping on your right side improves glymphatic flow, helping your brain drain waste more effectively. This position supports better blood flow through the right jugular vein, promoting faster brain detoxification overnight. And here's the kicker. People with dementia are more likely to sleep on their backs. Back sleeping, despite being popular, may actually hinder brain detox by restricting drainage pathways. Left side sleeping also shows benefits, but can put pressure on internal organs like the heart. The right side seems to strike the perfect balance. Think of it as giving your brain a natural advantage every night, without needing pills or expensive gadgets. It's incredible how something so simple could be so powerful. Right side sleeping might not cure Alzheimer's disease, but it helps reduce one of the main contributors, beta-amyloid buildup. In the battle against cognitive decline, every edge counts. So how do we make this a habit instead of a coincidence? Training yourself to sleep on your right side might sound impossible, but it's not. One clever hack is the tennis ball technique. Wear a shirt backward and sew a tennis ball into the back. Every time you roll onto your back, it gently nudges you to shift back to your side. It's cheap, simple, and surprisingly effective over time. Just like training a muscle, your body learns through repetition. After a few weeks, right side sleeping can become your default without even thinking about it. This little trick supports glymphatic flow, aids brain detoxification, and keeps beta-amyloid in check, all while you're blissfully asleep. No supplements, no effort, just smarter sleep. And here's the secret. Most people never hear about this. They go through life unaware that their sleep position might be nudging them closer to neurological decline. But you're here, learning the subtle shifts that can change everything. Want to know how else you can check in on your brain's health? Let's take a quick inventory. Sometimes, the best way to protect your brain is to ask the right questions. Do you eat a diet rich in antioxidants and omega-3s? Are you sleeping at least 7 hours per night? On your side? Do you exercise regularly and maintain strong social connections? Each answer is a snapshot of your neurological health. There's more. When was your last medical checkup? Do you drink alcohol or smoke? These habits directly affect your brain's ability to detox, recover, and grow. Skipping sleep, ignoring diet, isolating yourself. Each chip away at your cognitive reserve. Alzheimer's disease doesn't knock on the door. It creeps in through these daily choices. Scoring high on this self-assessment means you're giving your brain the best chance to stay sharp. And the beauty is, it's all within your control. By aligning your habits with what your brain actually needs, cleaning through the glymphatic system, reducing beta-amyloid, you shift from passive aging to active prevention. And if you're serious about this transformation, You'll want to hear this next part. Here's the raw truth. There's no miracle cure for dementia. But there are powerful habits that stack up over time. Small, daily actions that protect memory, improve brain detoxification, and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Something as small as your sleep position could help you dodge a future filled with cognitive decline. And that's just the beginning. The glymphatic system, the brain's natural detox engine, is still being explored. The more we learn, the more we realize how much control we actually have. Your neurological health doesn't have to be left to chance. The earlier you act, the stronger your defense. So if this made you think twice about how you sleep, or even how you live, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Because this video, it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole world of powerful, little-known truths about your brain that we've barely scratched the surface of. So, how do you feel knowing your sleep position might be shaping your brain's future? Strange, right? But powerful. You just uncovered a piece of knowledge that most people will never even hear about. Something so simple, yet so essential, that it could change how you age, how you think, and how you remember. Let me ask you this. How many of your friends know about the glymphatic system, or that right-side sleeping can reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease? Probably none. That's because this kind of insight isn't handed out to everyone. It's reserved for people who are curious, intentional, and just a little more awake than the rest. Now that you've seen the science behind brain detoxification, what else might be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered? Are you going to share this? Are you going to apply it? Or let it slip through the cracks like so many do with their memory? If you're serious about becoming part of the smarter 1%, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, because your next upgrade is just one video away.